Welcome back. Settle in. Let your shoulders drop. Tonight, we drift into the quietest places in the universe. Black holes, soft, dark wells in the fabric of space. They do not roar, they do not chase. They simply rest deep in the long night between stars. Breathe in slowly, breathe out. There is nothing here to fear, only wonder, only stillness. Let your eyes grow heavy. Let your thoughts grow soft. We will drift slowly, the way light itself drifts near these gentle giants. No need to follow every word. Just float. The universe is patient. So are we. Imagine a star, not a small one, a great, bright giant burning for millions of years. It lives, it breathes light, it warms the dark, and then slowly it begins to tire. Its fire dims, its heart grows quiet. Gravity, which it once held back so easily, begins to pull inward, softly at first, then more. The star folds toward itself, like a candle gently closing, like a flower at dusk. Breathe slowly. There is no panic in this, only the long, peaceful collapse of something that has shone for ages. And from that quiet ending, a black hole is born. A black hole is not a hole, really. It is a place, a region of space, so gently dense, so deeply quiet, that even light slows to a hush around it. Light, the fastest traveler we know, the swift messenger of the cosmos. Even it pauses here, even it bows. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine standing far away, watching. The black hole does not move. It does not call to you. It simply is. A small, dark stillness in a wide field of stars. Patient, ancient, calm. As old, perhaps, as the universe that made it. There is an edge to every black hole, a soft boundary. Scientists call it the event horizon, but you may think of it as a shoreline, a quiet shore between the world of light and the world of mystery. Beyond it, nothing returns, not because it is taken, only because the path forward bends so gently inward. There is no other way to go. Breathe in, breathe out. Imagine standing on a beach at night. The waves come in. The waves do not leave. They simply join the deep. That is the event horizon, a shoreline made of space itself. Inside the event horizon, the rules of space and time grow soft. They blur, they bend, like reflections in still water. We do not fully know what happens there. No light comes back to tell us. No signal returns. And yet, this is not frightening. It is simply private, a place the universe keeps to itself. Settle in. Some mysteries are meant to be held lightly, like a small, smooth stone in your palm. You do not need to open them. You only need to know they exist. And tonight, they do. Quietly, far away, in the deep, black holes come in different sizes. Some are small, the size of a city, perhaps, yet heavier than the sun. Others are vast, larger than entire solar systems. These are the ancient ones, the slow giants at the hearts of galaxies. Breathe slowly. Imagine them now, each one resting in its own pool of quiet, each one cradled by spinning stars. They do not hurry. They have all the time in the world, more than the world even. Time itself is their patient companion. Let your thoughts slow. Let them grow soft. We are not in a rush tonight. At the center of our own galaxy, there is one, a great, slow giant. We call it Sagittarius A. It rests deep in the bright heart of the Milky Way, millions of times heavier than our sun, and yet surprisingly quiet. It does not feed often. It does not flare. It simply sits calm while the galaxy turns slowly around it, like a sleeping bear at the center of a snowy forest, like a still pond at the heart of a meadow. Breathe in. The galaxy turns. Stars drift in their long, patient orbits, and the giant rests on. Stars near a black hole do something beautiful. They dance. Long, slow, looping dances, curving around and around the dark center. Some loops take a human lifetime. Some take thousands of years. Astronomers watch them patiently, generation after generation, mapping their soft, silent ballet. Let your eyes grow heavy. Imagine the stars now, bright pearls swinging on invisible threads, each one moving in its own time. None of them in a rush, none of them afraid. They simply dance around the quiet center, forever or near enough. The universe is full of such patient choreographies. Around many black holes, there is a soft glow, a ring, a wide flat disk of gas and dust spinning slowly. We call it an accretion disk, but you may think of it as a hearth, a warm circle of light around a quiet place. The gas glows gold, pink, orange. It hums with heat, and in the middle, the small dark stillness. Breathe slowly. Imagine sitting by a campfire on a cold night. The flames flicker softly. The dark beyond is calm. The black hole is the dark. The disk is the fire. And space all around is the long, quiet night. Light itself behaves strangely near a black hole. It bends, it curves, it loops gently around the dark center. Sometimes a beam of light orbits the black hole once, sometimes twice, like a moth circling a lamp in the soft evening air. Astronomers have seen this. They call it lensing, a trick of gravity, a bending of paths. Settle in. Let your thoughts wander a little. The universe is full of gentle illusions. Stars behind the black hole appear as glowing rings, their light taking the long way around. Patient, curving, quiet, finally arriving in our telescopes. Time near a black hole moves differently, slower, heavier, like honey instead of water. If you stood somehow at a safe distance and watched a friend drift closer to the event horizon, you would see them slow. Their wave, their voice, their motion, stretching gently, settling into a quiet kind of pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. Time itself softens here. It loosens. It rests. Like a long afternoon in the warmth of summer. Like the moment before sleep, when everything grows still. When the clock no longer matters. The black hole knows this kind of time well. Long ago, a quiet scientist named Carl Schwarzschild first imagined them. He worked on the math during a difficult winter. By candlelight, in the cold. From his calculations, the idea of a black hole emerged. Soft, strange, almost too quiet to believe. He did not live to see one proven. He simply set the seed. And the seed grew, slowly, over 100 years. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine him at his small desk. Pen scratching softly on paper. The world outside, dark and still. Inside, a quiet wonder taking shape. A dark sphere, drawn in ink. For many years, black holes were only an idea, a possibility on paper. Some scientists thought they were too strange to be real. Even Einstein, who built the equations, doubted them. They were like rumors, whispered between mathematicians, drawings in dusty notebooks. Breathe slowly. Imagine the long patience of those years, decades of waiting, decades of looking up at the sky, not quite seeing. The universe holding its secret, the astronomers peering through telescopes, hopping, wondering, until finally the first quiet evidence arrived. A flicker, a shadow, a small, dark confirmation. Yes, they are real. In the year 2019, humans finally took a picture. The first photograph of a black hole. It was not a single camera that did it. It was many. Telescopes scattered across the earth, working together. From the deserts to the mountains to the poles. Their signals gently combined, like many hands lifting one stone. Settle in. The image that emerged was simple. A soft orange ring, a small dark center, quiet, calm. The whole earth had finally seen what only equations had imagined. And the picture, somehow, looked exactly like a hearth. That first photograph showed a black hole in a galaxy far away. A galaxy called Messier 87. So far, in fact, that the light in the picture had traveled for millions of years to reach us. Breathe in. Imagine that light, setting out on its long journey before humans existed, drifting patient through the long dark, past stars and dust and the slow turning of galaxies, arriving at last on a small blue planet, in dishes of metal and glass, in the patient eyes of scientists. The light had waited so long, and we finally were ready to greet it. Some black holes spin, slowly, smoothly, like a stone twirling at the bottom of a pond. Their spinning drags space itself along with them, twisting it gently into a soft cosmic spiral. Astronomers call this frame dragging, but you may think of it as a slow waltz. Space and the black hole dancing together. Let your thoughts drift. Imagine a leaf on the surface of a slow river. The river turns. The leaf turns with it. It does not struggle. It simply follows. That is what space does near a spinning black hole. It follows. It turns. It rests. Sometimes two black holes find each other. They drift together over millions of years. Closer, slower, their orbits gently tightening, like two boats on a quiet sea, drawn together by some unseen current. Eventually, they merge. The merger is silent. There is no sound in space, but it sends out a soft ripple through the fabric of reality itself. A gravitational wave. Breathe slowly. Imagine dropping two pebbles into a still pond. The ripples meet. They join. They spread outward, gentle and wide. The whole universe trembles, just slightly. And then it returns to quiet. Those gravitational waves travel for billions of years. They cross the universe at the speed of light. Patient, unhurried, they wash through galaxies. They pass through stars. They pass through planets. They pass through you gently as you lie here. You do not feel them, but they are there. Settle in. Right now, somewhere, two distant black holes have merged, and the soft ripple of that ancient moment is moving outward. Someday it will arrive at a small blue planet, and someone in a quiet room will measure it, and smile, and go back to sleep. On Earth, we listen for these waves with great patient instruments. Long tunnels of mirrors, beams of soft laser light, built in quiet places, far from the noise of cities, deep in the woods, out in the desert, where the world is still enough to hear the universe breathe. Breathe in. Imagine those tunnels now, empty, hushed, the laser light passing through them, faithful, year after year, waiting, just waiting, for a tiny shimmer, a small, soft chime, far too quiet to hear with ears. Only the patient mirrors notice. Only they can tell us. A black hole has moved. There are black holes much, much older than the Earth, older than the Sun, older than this galaxy. Some formed in the early universe when everything was hot and bright and new. They have rested ever since. Through cosmic dawn, through the long cooling, through the slow growing of stars and worlds. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine the patience of such a thing. Older than mountains, older than oceans, older than every human thought ever thought, and still simply resting, still simply being. Tonight, somewhere in the sky, one of those ancient ones quietly turns, as it always has. Some scientists believe the very smallest black holes might leak, very slowly, over unimaginable spans of time. Tiny, soft sparkles of energy drifting out into space. This idea came from a gentle physicist named Stephen Hawking. We call it Hawking radiation. Breathe slowly. Imagine a snowbank in spring. Slowly, slowly, the snow turns to mist. The mist drifts up. The bank shrinks kindly into the warm air. small black hole might fade like that over trillions and trillions of years, returning softly to the universe. There is no rush. There is never any rush out there. But the large ones, the giants, do not fade in any time we can imagine. They will outlive almost everything. Stars will burn out. Galaxies will drift apart. The universe will grow colder, quieter, dimmer. And still, the black holes will remain. Patient companions to the cooling dark. Settle in. There is something peaceful in that thought. A world without hurry. A universe slowing down. The lights going soft, one by one. And the great quiet giants simply resting where they have always rested, keeping their long, calm watch, even after the last star is gone. There is a name for that distant time, the era of black holes, the long, soft evening of the universe, when the cosmos belongs only to them. It will come, perhaps, in many trillions of years, far beyond any clock we can imagine. Breathe in, breathe out. We will not see it. No one will. And yet, it is comforting to know that the universe has a long, slow night ahead. Not a sudden ending. Not a sharp closing of the curtain. Just a gentle fading. Like a candle burning low. Like a friend drifting off to sleep. Sometimes black holes feed, not greedily, just occasionally. A small cloud of gas drifts close. A star wanders too near. The black hole gently pulls it in. The gas spirals. It heats. It glows soft red, then gold, then white. A quiet meal taken slowly over many years. Let your eyes grow heavy. Imagine a cat by a hearth eating something small and warm. Unhurried content. The room is dark. The fire is gentle. The cat does not look up. That is the black hole on the rare nights when it feeds. Slow, calm, at ease. Some black holes shoot out long, soft beams of light and particles. Jets. They rise from the poles of the disk like quiet fountains, stretching out for thousands of light years. Soft, steady, glowing in shades of blue and violet. Breathe slowly. Imagine standing in a meadow on a still night. Two columns of pale light reach up into the sky. They do not move. They do not waver. They simply rise calmly into the dark. That is a black hole jet, a breath the universe takes very slowly, a long exhale that lasts for ages. We see these jets from far away, sometimes pointing right at us. We call those ones blazars, soft, distant lighthouses in the night sky. Their light has often traveled for billions of years before reaching our telescopes. Settle in. Imagine a tiny boat far at sea on a dark, calm night. A lighthouse on a distant shore turns slowly. Its beam sweeps across the water. Once, twice. The boat sees the light. The boat is comforted. That is what we feel when we see a blazar, not fear. Just a small recognition, a signal from far away, saying, I am here. Galaxies grow around their black holes, like cities around an old fountain. The black hole shapes the gas. The gas forms stars. The stars form clusters. The clusters form arms. Slowly, slowly, over billions of years, a galaxy takes its shape. Breathe in, breathe out. The black hole at the center does not direct the galaxy. It does not command. It simply rests. And around it, the galaxy gently arranges itself. The way moss arranges itself around a quiet stone in the forest. The way leaves drift to rest in a slow pool. Calmly, naturally, with no hurry at all. Our own Milky Way is shaped that way. A great soft spiral. A pinwheel of stars slowly turning. We live on one of its outer arms, a quiet edge of the galaxy, far from the busy center. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine looking out from a porch in a small town at night. The city lights glow far away. They are warm, they are gentle. You are safe here on your little porch. And the lights, distant though they are part of the same world. That is how we live, on a porch, at the edge, watching. The center of our galaxy is hidden from us by clouds of dust. Soft, thick veils of cosmic dust. We cannot see Sagittarius A with ordinary light. We must use radio waves, infrared, the patient instruments that see through the veil. Breathe slowly. Imagine a forest, deep and misty. Somewhere in the heart of it is a small, calm pond. You cannot see the pond from the edge of the forest. You only know it is there by the way the birds gather, by the way the wind shifts, by the way everything seems to lean gently inward. A black hole has no color of its own. It is not really black, the way ink is black. It is simply where light no longer returns, an absence made gentle by distance. The shape we see in pictures is just the glowing disk around it. The hearth, not the room. Settle in. There is something restful in that idea. A thing defined only by its quiet. A presence noticed only by what surrounds it. Like the calm space between two notes of music. The pause, the breath, the small, soft stillness that makes the rest beautiful. Some black holes are wanderers. They drift alone through the empty spaces between stars, with no disk, no glow, no bright companion. They are nearly invisible. We only notice them when their gravity gently bends the light of a distant star. Breathe in. Imagine a small dark boat drifting slowly across a calm sea at night. There is no light on the boat, no lantern, no flag. You would not see it pass. You would only notice the soft bending of the moonlight on the water as it slips by. That is a wandering black hole, quiet, solitary, calm. Tonight, somewhere above us, one of those wanderers is drifting through deep, quiet space, past clouds of dust, past distant stars. It has been traveling perhaps for billions of years, with no destination, no hurry, no purpose except to be. Let your eyes grow heavy. There is something gentle in that thought. A traveler who does not need to arrive. A journey that is only itself. We sometimes forget that this is allowed, that we can simply move through our lives softly, like a wandering black hole, with no need to reach the end of the path. If you could fall toward a black hole very slowly and safely, what would you see? Strange and beautiful things. The stars behind you would seem to gather above you, like sheep crowding gently into a fold. The colors of the universe would shift. Reds would turn to gold. Golds would turn to pale, soft white. Breathe slowly. The black hole itself would grow larger in your sight. Calm, round, quiet. A great dark eye looking back at you with patience. You would not feel afraid. You would only feel the quiet of being seen and held by gravity itself. Of course, none of us will ever do this. The nearest known black hole is far, far away. Light from it would take 1,000 years to reach us. And gentle though they are, we belong here, on our small blue planet, under our small kind sky. Settle in. There is comfort in distance. The black holes are far away. We are safe in our beds. We are warm under our blankets. The universe is wide. We are small. And tonight, all that smallness feels like a kindness, a reminder that we do not have to hold the whole sky. The nearest known black hole is called Gaia BH1. It is about 1,600 light years from Earth, a neighbor by cosmic standards, but still impossibly far. It has a quiet companion star drifting near it in a long, slow orbit. Breathe in. Imagine the two of them, the star glowing softly, the black hole dark and calm. They have circled each other for billions of years. They will circle each other for billions more. A patient pair, an ancient friendship. Out there in the dark, while you lie here in the warmth, there may be many lone black holes in our galaxy. Quiet, solitary, drifting between the stars. Astronomers think there could be millions. Most we will never find. Most we will never know. They simply pass unseen through the long night. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine the world at 3 in the morning. A small town asleep. A few quiet figures walking home. You do not know them. You will not meet them. But they are part of the same kind night. The wandering black holes are like that. Quiet neighbors, sharing the dark, walking softly home. Black holes warp not only space, but time. Near the event horizon, a clock would tick more slowly, much more slowly. To a faraway watcher, the clock would seem to almost stop, as if the moment itself had grown drowsy. Breathe slowly. Imagine a clock by your bedside. The second hand ticks. Tick, tick, tick. Now imagine it slowing. Each tick stretching. Each tick softer. As if the clock is gently falling asleep. That is what happens at the edge of a black hole. Time slows down. Time grows quiet. Time finally lets itself rest. This is not a trick, it is real. Astronauts on the space station age very slightly, more slowly than people on Earth. Just a tiny bit, because they move so fast and feel Earth's gravity less. Time is not the same everywhere. It bends with motion. It bends with gravity. It bends with quiet, ancient things. Settle in. Time is not the firm, sharp ruler we sometimes imagine. It is more like a river, sometimes wide and slow, sometimes narrow and fast. The black holes know this. They live in the slow, deep parts of the river. Some scientists wonder if a black hole might lead somewhere. A tunnel through space, a bridge between distant places. They call this a wormhole. We have no proof such bridges exist, but the math allows it gently as a possibility. Breathe in. Imagine a quiet path through the woods that somehow opens onto a meadow on the other side of the world. You walk a few steps. The light changes. The air smells new. That is the dream of a wormhole. A short walk through the dark, leading somewhere very far. A small, soft shortcut through the universe. We do not know if wormholes are real. They may only live in equations, in dreams, in the soft imaginings of patient scientists. And that is all right. Not every wonder must be proven. Some wonders are enough simply to consider on a quiet evening, to turn over slowly like a smooth stone in your hand. Let your eyes grow heavy. There is room in the universe for ideas that are not yet known, room for maybes, room for some days. The black holes do not mind. They have nothing but time, and neither tonight do you. There are also black holes called intermediate, middle-sized ones, neither small nor giant. They are rare, hard to find, like quiet middle children of the cosmos. We are only just beginning to catch glimpses of them, hiding in the corners of galaxies, drifting in clusters of stars. Breathe slowly. Imagine an old library at dusk. Most of the shelves are familiar, but there is a back room, dim, half forgotten, full of books no one has read in years. The intermediate black holes live there, in the soft, dusty corners of the universe, waiting, patient, to be noticed. When two galaxies meet, their black holes meet too, slowly. Over hundreds of millions of years, they sink toward each other, they orbit, they settle in. Eventually, they become one, a single quiet center for the merged galaxy. Settle in. Imagine two ponds joining slowly over a long flood. The fish swim across. The reeds blend together. The two centers, the two deep places, gently become one. It is not a violent thing. It is a gradual, peaceful joining. The universe is full of such gentle marriages. Most of them happen so slowly. No one notices. Our Milky Way is heading toward another galaxy, Andromeda, a great spiral much like our own. They will meet very slowly in a few billion years. Their black holes will dance for ages and then quietly join. Breathe in, breathe out. There is no reason to worry. We will be long gone before then. And the stars are so far apart, none of them will collide. The galaxies will simply pass through each other like two clouds of soft, glowing dust, mingling, settling, resting, eventually becoming one new galaxy, a quiet new home for some future life, yet unknown. Black holes were once called frozen stars. That was an older name, a poet's name, because from far away the star seemed to slow as it collapsed until it appeared to freeze, like a snowflake caught on a window, like a moment of music held. Let your shoulders drop. There is something lovely in the older name, frozen star, as if the star did not die, but only paused, as if it could begin again someday, somewhere, as if all things, even the heaviest ones, are simply resting between songs, waiting for the next note. Inside a black hole, far past the event horizon, the math suggests something called a singularity, a place where all the mass gathers into a single point, smaller than anything we know, smaller than imagining can reach. Breathe slowly. We do not really know what a singularity is. The math breaks down there, like a road that ends at a cliff of mist. We can walk to the edge, but we cannot see beyond. And that is all right. Not every road must lead somewhere we can map. Some roads simply lead to the soft edge of mystery. Many physicists believe the singularity is not really a point at all, just a placeholder, a gentle question mark, a sign that we need a new kind of physics to understand what truly happens there. That new physics is still being written, slowly, carefully, over generations. Settle in. Imagine a small group of patient builders working on a long stone bridge. Each one adds a few stones. Each one passes the work to the next. The bridge stretches out, year by year, toward the far shore of understanding. No one will see it finished. And yet, the work goes on. Some thinkers wonder if the entire universe could be inside a black hole, a vast, gentle one, so large that we live unknowing within its quiet boundary. It is only an idea, a soft possibility. No one knows. Breathe in. Imagine a fish in a still pond. The fish swims. The fish lives. The fish does not see the pond, only the water. To the fish, the pond is everything. Perhaps we are like that fish, swimming gently through a quiet, vast space, with shores we cannot see, with banks we cannot imagine, held kindly by something larger. There is perhaps no need to know. Some ideas are simply nice to hold, like a small lantern on a dark walk. They light the next few steps. That is all we ask of them. Let your eyes grow heavy. The universe is full of soft lanterns. Some of them are stars. Some of them are ideas. Some of them are the quiet thoughts you have just before you fall asleep. Tonight, let those lanterns guide you, not toward any answer, just toward rest, just toward the soft place between thinking and dreaming. Most stars do not become black holes. Most are too small. They end their lives quietly, as white dwarfs, as soft, cooling embers. Only the very largest stars collapse into black holes. The giants, the great burning ones, breathe slowly. There is something gentle in that thought. Most lives end in a soft, slow cooling. Most stars, most people simply settle. They do not need to become legendary. They do not need to make news. They simply burn for a while, then rest. The universe is full of these quiet endings. They are the most common ones, and the kindest. Our own sun will not become a black hole. It is not large enough. In a few billion years, it will swell, then shed its outer layers gently into a soft, glowing cloud, and the core will settle as a small white dwarf, a quiet ember, a peaceful ending. Settle in. There is no rush. The sun has many billions of years left. It will warm many more mornings, many more summers, many more naps in soft grass. Tonight, somewhere on the other side of the world, the sun is rising, soft and golden, as patient as ever. We have spent half the night now drifting among black holes. Let us pause. Let us breathe. There is no test at the end of this, no quiz, no need to remember. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. The facts will fade. That is all right. What remains is the feeling. A quiet sense that the universe is wide, that it is old, that it holds many dark, peaceful places, and that you here in this warm bed are part of it. A small, bright awareness in a great, calm cosmos. Soft, safe, resting. There is a special kind of black hole called primordial, born not from a dying star, but from the early universe itself, from soft, dense pockets in the very first moments after the beginning. Some scientists think they exist. Some are still searching. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine the universe as a young, warm sea. Tiny waves rising and falling. Some of them gather into pools. Some of them gather into stones. Some, perhaps, gather into the first quiet shadows. The very first black holes. Older than stars. Older than light, almost. Resting since nearly the beginning. Some researchers believe primordial black holes might be part of dark matter, the mysterious, invisible stuff that holds galaxies together. We can see what dark matter does. We cannot see what it is. It might, perhaps, be a soft scattering of tiny, ancient black holes, drifting everywhere. Breathe in. Imagine a fine, slow snow falling all around the universe. Invisible, quiet, always there, holding everything gently in place. We do not see the snow. We only see how it makes the world steady, how the trees do not fall, how the path stays. That is dark matter, perhaps. A soft cosmic snow. Black holes have temperatures. Yes, even the dark ones. They are very, very cold. The largest ones are colder than anything else in the universe, colder than empty space, colder than ice. Settle in. Imagine a winter night so still that you can hear your own breath. Now imagine somewhere even colder, even quieter, a great calm chill just beyond all sound. That is the temperature of a giant black hole. Not a freezing pain, just a deep, ancient cool. The kind of cool that does not hurt. The kind that simply asks you to slow down, to rest. Light around a black hole can travel in circles. Photons can orbit briefly before falling in or flying away. We call this region the photon sphere, a soft, glowing halo, a thin ring of looping light. Breathe slowly. Imagine fireflies on a summer evening. They circle a quiet pond. They do not go anywhere. They simply trace their soft loops again and again. The photon sphere is like that. Tiny, bright travelers taking their time, tracing rings of light around the calm, dark center. For a moment, for a breath, then gently moving on. Beyond the photon sphere, there is a wider region called the ergosphere, a place where space itself is gently pulled along by the spinning black hole. Anything that enters must move with the spin, like a leaf joining a slow river. Let your eyes grow heavy. Imagine yourself in a small boat drifting onto a wide, calm current. You do not need to paddle. The river carries you. You only need to lean back and watch the soft sky. That is the ergosphere, a place where you cannot stand still, but also a place where you no longer need to. Black holes can sing, not in sound that ears can hear, but in soft cosmic vibrations, patterns of pressure in the gas around them. Astronomers translated one such pattern from a black hole in a distant galaxy cluster. It hummed at a tone 57 octaves below middle C, far too low to hear. Breathe in, breathe out. Imagine a deep, slow chord sustained for millions of years. A great resting hum, felt rather than heard, holding its note calmly across the long ages. The universe is full of such silent songs. Tonight, one of them is still playing. There are entire fields of study built around listening to such things. Astronomers who do not look, who only listen, with radio antennas, with gravitational wave detectors, with patient ears tuned to the deep, slow voices of the cosmos. Settle in. Imagine sitting outside on a still night, eyes closed, just listening to the leaves, to the wind, to the distant water. The universe sounds like that to the patient listener, like a quiet evening full of small, distant voices, some near, some far, none of them in a hurry, all of them gentle, all of them old. The centers of some galaxies, black holes, are very active. They glow brightly. They send out jets. We call those galaxies quasars, the brightest objects in the universe, visible from incredible distances. But even quasars are calm in their way. Their brightness is steady, Their pattern is slow. Breathe slowly. Imagine a lighthouse far across the sea. It is bright. Yes, it is powerful, but its rhythm is calm. Once around, twice around. Always the same. Always patient. The quasars are like that. Bright, steady. Old companions to the dark, watching the long night with us. Some quasars are so far away, their light has traveled for more than 10 billion years to reach us. When we look at them, we are looking back in time. We see the young universe. We see what was, long before our world was made. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine opening an old photo album. Pictures of people you never met, smiling, living their lives long before you were born. There is a soft, quiet love in looking at them, a kindness across time. That is what we feel, perhaps, when we look at the most distant quasars. A kindness across time. When astronomers find a new black hole, they often give it a long name, a code, a string of numbers and letters. It seems cold at first, but it is also tender. A small, careful label, like a tag on a wildflower in a botanist's notebook. Breathe in. Imagine a quiet observatory late at night. A scientist writes down the new name, saves the data, sips lukewarm tea. Outside, the stars turn slowly. Inside, another small dark wonder has been gently catalogued, welcomed into the long list of known things. The universe is becoming more familiar. One soft. Most of the universe is empty, vast, quiet space with very little in it. Stars are far apart, galaxies are far apart, black holes are even farther. The universe is mostly stillness, mostly room to breathe, settle in. There is something restful in that. We sometimes imagine the cosmos as crowded, stars and planets pressing close, but it is not so. The cosmos is mostly empty, mostly soft, quiet space, mostly room. Tonight, somewhere up there, an astronaut is looking out at that great emptiness and finding, perhaps, that it does not feel empty at all. It feels peaceful. There is a famous quiet patch in the sky where astronomers once pointed the Hubble telescope at what looked like nothing, just dark, just empty. And for many days they collected light. Patient, steady, slowly the picture brightened. Slowly galaxies appeared, thousands of them. In a patch of sky, the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length. Breathe in, breathe out. Even the emptiest places are full. The smallest patches hold worlds. The darkest corners hold light. We only need patience. We only need to look for long enough. And the universe softly reveals itself. Most of those distant galaxies have black holes at their hearts. Quiet, ancient, each one resting in its own patch of dark. Each one cradled by stars, each one part of a galaxy as old almost as time. Let your eyes grow heavy. Imagine all of them, countless, calm, each one a small lit window in the night with a quiet dark room behind it. The universe is a long street of such windows. Most we will never see. Most we will never know. And yet, somehow, knowing they are there is enough. Knowing they exist is its own small comfort. When a black hole tears apart a star slowly over months, astronomers see it as a soft flare in the sky, a tidal disruption event. It is the universe's way of telling us gently that a meal is happening, far away, in quiet darkness. Breathe slowly. Even this is not violent in its way. The star is gone, but its light continues. Its warmth lingers. Its atoms, scattered, become part of the disk, then part of something new. Nothing is really lost. It only takes a new form. The way an old leaf becomes the soil for a flower. Atoms have a long history, made in stars, scattered by explosions, recycled in dust clouds, reformed into new stars, some of them eventually falling into black holes, some of them finding their way into planets, into trees, into people, into the soft, warm bones beneath your skin. Settle in. The carbon in your blood was made in a star. The oxygen in your breath was made in a star. Some of those stars are gone now. Some, perhaps, became black holes. You are made very gently of starlight. And tonight, that starlight is resting. There is a thought that physicists call the no-hair theorem. It says that black holes are very simple. Once formed, they have only 3 traits: mass, spin, and electric charge. Everything else, the star's history, its color, its memories, becomes hidden, smoothed away. Breathe in. There is something restful about that. A black hole forgets everything except a few essential things. It carries only what it needs. The rest, it sets gently aside. We could learn something from this. Tonight, perhaps, set down all but the essential things. Set down the small worries, the small lists. Carry only what you need. And yet, some physicists wonder if black holes truly forget everything, or if their secrets are stored somehow on their surface, like words written on the cover of a book. The book itself is closed, but the title remains. This is called the holographic principle, a gentle, strange idea. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine a smooth river stone with the soft outlines of fossils on its skin. The creatures inside are long gone, but their shapes remain faintly. The stone remembers. Perhaps the universe remembers like that. Even when things seem lost, their shapes are kept. Somewhere, gently. The question of what black holes remember is called the information paradox. Physicists have argued about it for many years, kindly, in long letters, over chalkboards, over coffee. They have not yet agreed, and the work continues gently in offices and observatories around the world. Breathe slowly. There is something comforting in unsolved questions. They give us reasons to keep talking, to keep wondering, to keep writing each other long letters across the years. The black holes do not mind being unsolved. They have plenty of time. So do we. So does the universe. Tonight, the question rests. In some old myths, dark voids in the sky were thought to be doorways, passages to other worlds. The myths were not exactly right, but they were not exactly wrong either. Black holes are doorways of a sort, to a kind of physics we do not yet understand, to corners of the universe we cannot reach. Settle in. The old stories often carried small kernels of truth, wrapped in poetry, sung around fires. They reached toward the same wonders we reach toward now. The same dark patches, the same questions. Tonight, you are part of that long, soft tradition of wondering. Even now, in 1,000 quiet places, scientists are studying black holes. Some are at telescopes high on cold mountains. Some are at desks in warm offices. Some are simply walking home, turning over equations in their minds. Breathe in. Imagine all of them. The night shift astronomer with a thermos. The graduate student finishing a long paper. The teacher sketching a black hole on a small chalkboard while children listen. A whole quiet community spread across the world, connected by curiosity, held together by a shared, gentle wonder. The universe is being thought about tonight from many corners, calmly, and while they think, the black holes themselves do nothing. They simply rest. They do not need our understanding. They do not need our names. They are perfectly content to be quietly in the dark. Let your eyes grow heavy. There is something freeing in that thought. Some things do not require us. Some things go on without our attention. The black holes, the deep ocean, the mountains, the roots of old trees, they are not waiting for anything. They simply are. And tonight, you do not need to do anything either. You can simply be. Outside the galaxy, far between galaxies, the universe is very dark. Almost nothing there, just stray atoms, a faint glow of background radiation, the quiet leftover warmth from the beginning of everything. Breathe slowly. That warmth, the cosmic microwave background, is everywhere. It fills all of space, even your room. It passes through you gently right now. Older than every star, older than every black hole. A soft, ancient blanket of light. Tonight, you are wrapped in it, as you have always been, as everyone always has been. The whole universe, quietly tucking you in. Sometimes black holes form pairs with other heavy things, with neutron stars, tiny, dense remnants of other dead suns. The two of them spiral toward each other, slowly, gently, over millions of years. Settle in. When they finally meet, the universe sends out another soft ripple of gravitational waves. We have heard a few of these on Earth in recent years. Each one is precious. Each one is rare, like finding a quiet shell on the beach, washed up after a long sea voyage. We hold them carefully. We listen. We learn a little. And then we set them back kindly into the data. There are even stranger ideas in physics, like white holes, the imagined opposite of black holes, places where things might come out instead of going in. We have never found one. We do not know if they exist, but the math allows them, quietly, as one more possibility. Breathe in. Imagine a small spring in a forest, bubbling up gently. Cold, clean water rising from the earth, just appearing, just gifted. That is the dream of a white hole, a place that gives instead of receives. The universe may not have such springs, but the idea, like the spring, is lovely. Some physicists imagine that every black hole somewhere gives rise to a new universe, a baby cosmos born inside. We cannot test this. We may never test it. It is more like a poem than a theory. But sometimes physics holds gentle poems. They are part of the work too. Let your shoulders drop. Imagine a great old tree dropping a single seed into rich soil. The seed grows far away, in a place the tree will never see. A new tree, a new wood, a new song of leaves and birds. Perhaps the black holes are like that. Quiet, patient seeds. We may never travel to a black hole. Even the nearest is too far. With our fastest ships, we could not reach it in 1,000 human lifetimes. And that is all right. The universe does not need us to visit. It is enough to know it is there. Breathe slowly. There is wisdom in not needing to go everywhere. Some places are meant to be admired from a distance. Some are meant to be seen only in dreams. The black holes are like quiet mountains beyond the horizon. We know they stand there. We know they are vast. And we are content. We do, however, send our thoughts, our equations, our radio waves. They travel outward at the speed of light. They have already passed many nearby stars. They will, perhaps, someday brush against a black hole. A gentle hello, a small message from a small blue world. Settle in. It is comforting to imagine our quiet ideas drifting outward, reaching the dark, slow places, not arriving, not landing, just passing through. Just saying softly, we were here. We thought of you. Good night. The universe receives such messages constantly. From here, from everywhere. It listens kindly and keeps turning. The deepest images of black holes come from the Event Horizon Telescope, a network of dishes around the world, working together as one great instrument the size of the whole Earth. Patient, synchronized, watching the sky together. Breathe in. Imagine all those dishes now, in Spain, in Mexico, in Chile, in Antarctica. Each one quietly pointed at the same patch of sky. Each one collecting light. Each one connected kindly to all the others. a planet's worth of attention, gently focused on a single dark wonder. There is something beautiful about that. A whole world looking together, calmly, steadily. Other telescopes work in space, floating quietly above our atmosphere. The James Webb, the Hubble, the Chandra X-ray Observatory. They have seen black holes in many different lights: visible, infrared, X-ray, each one revealing a new soft layer of the same gentle truth. Let your eyes grow heavy. Imagine sleeping in a room with the curtains drawn. Sometimes you open them in the morning, sometimes in the evening. The same room, different light. The black holes are the same way. We see them in different lights. They are the same quiet rooms, always there, always calm. Stories about black holes appear in many cultures now, in books, in films, in quiet evening conversations. Children draw them with crayons. Old friends discuss them over tea. The black holes have become a small part of the human imagination, a soft, dark companion to our daily life. Breathe slowly. There is something kind in this. We have welcomed them into our stories, even though they are far. Even though they are strange, we have given them a place by the fire, as we have done over centuries with mountains and oceans and stars. The universe becoming, slowly, family. There is a moment when you look up at the night sky when you can almost feel them. The black holes, the deep dark wells scattered across the cosmos, not in any frightening way, just as a quiet presence, a soft weight in the sky. Settle in. Tonight, somewhere over your roof, there may be one, far away, old, calm, resting. You will not see it, but you can imagine it there. A small, dark companion in the wide night, watching nothing, asking nothing, simply existing peacefully, while you drift off to sleep beneath the warm, slow turn of stars. The fact that we know about them at all is remarkable. A small thinking species on a small, wet planet, looking up at the sky and slowly figuring out the deep, dark wells of the universe. With math, with patience, with many cups of coffee. Breathe in, breathe out. Imagine all the quiet generations of thinkers, each one passing the work to the next, each one adding a small piece. We did not solve everything. We never will, but we know more than the people of 100 years ago, and they knew more than the people before them. The candle is past. Black holes do not care that we know about them. They do not feel honored. They do not feel observed. They are not the kind of thing that feels. And yet, somehow, the act of knowing them is its own quiet gift to the knower, to the knowing. Let your shoulders drop. Sometimes the most beautiful thing is to learn about something that does not need to be learned, to care for something that does not need our care, to wonder about something that does not need our wonder. The wondering is for us. It is how we keep our hearts soft. There is a Japanese word, yujin. It describes a mysterious feeling for the deep beauty of the universe, the kind of feeling you cannot quite explain, the way mist rises from a distant mountain, the way stars appear one by one in the evening sky, the way a black hole rests in the dark. Breathe slowly. Eugen is a word for something we all feel sometimes. A small ache, a quiet awe, a gentle pull toward the vast and the deep. Tonight, perhaps, you are feeling a little of it as you drift through the dark fields of the cosmos. Some scientists hope one day to send a small spacecraft toward a black hole, not to land, just to look, to take pictures, to send back soft signals before the long final silence. It would take many lifetimes. It would be a slow, patient mission, a gift from us to a future world. Settle in. Imagine the day far ahead when such a craft sets out. Tiny, quiet, carrying our hopes. People wave from the ground as they have at every great departure. Good night, little ship. Good night, brave little eye. We will not see what you see, but we are glad you are going. For now, our journeys are made of light, of telescopes, of equations, of patient calculations. We are an indoor species mostly. We look at the universe through warm glass, from comfortable rooms, wrapped in blankets, with cups of something warm in our hands. Breathe in, breathe out. That is all right. The universe is vast. We are small. We can look from here. We can wonder from here. There is no rule that says we must travel everywhere to love a place. We love the moon from Earth. We love the stars from Earth. We love the black holes from Earth. Quietly, kindly, imagine now drifting into the deep night sky. You float gently upward, past your roof, past the clouds, past the soft pale moon. You can breathe easily. Nothing hurts. You simply drift like a small, calm seed upward into the dark. Let your eyes grow heavy. The earth grows small below you, blue and white, glowing softly. You are not afraid. You only feel the kindness of distance, the kindness of the wide, silent space. The stars are all around you now. They do not speak. They only shine. And you gently drift on. Ahead of you in the soft dark, you sense it. A black hole, not close, not threatening, just there. A quiet, still presence in the wide field of stars. You feel its calm, its patience, its ancient, gentle weight. Breathe slowly. You do not need to go closer. You can simply hover here in the warm dark, looking at it from a kindly distance, the way you might look at a mountain across a calm lake. There is no urgency. There is no test. There is only the slow, soft moment of seeing and being together, without any words at all. Around you, other gentle things float by. A small comet drifting slowly past. A few wandering atoms. The soft glow of distant galaxies. You are part of the cosmos now. A small, calm awareness adrift in the vast night. Settle in. There is room here, endless room. No No one is asking anything of you. No one needs you to be quick. No one needs you to be sharp. You can simply drift. You can simply rest. The universe makes room. The black hole makes room. The stars make room. Tonight, you have permission to do nothing but float. Slowly, slowly, you turn around. The black hole drifts behind you now. Still calm, still patient, you begin to drift back toward the warm blue planet far below. Through the field of stars, through the soft dark, breathe in, breathe out. The night is long. The night is kind. The universe was here long before you. The universe will be here long after. And tonight, you do not need to hold any of it. You can let it all rest where it is. The black holes can rest in the dark. The stars can rest in the sky. You can rest in your bed. You drift back through the clouds, past the sleeping rooftops, past the soft moonlit trees, down gently into your own quiet room, into your bed where you have been all along. Let your shoulders drop. The journey was only imagining, but imagining is real too in its way. The black hole is far away, but the calm you felt looking at it is here, inside you. You brought a little of that calm back with you. It will stay. It will help you sleep. It will be there in the morning. A small gift from the dark. Hour grows late. We have drifted long enough through black holes. They will keep kindly until next time. They are not going anywhere. They have nothing but time. And neither do you tonight. Breathe slowly. Let your thoughts grow softer. Let the words become less important. The voice will keep going for a little while. You do not need to follow it. You can let it become like the sound of distant water, the sound of soft wind, the sound of a gentle hum from a faraway place. Drifting, drifting, drifting. Out there right now, a black hole at the heart of a far galaxy is slowly turning. Its accretion disk glows quietly. Its jets reach softly into space. It has been doing this for billions of years. It will do this for billions more. Settle in. There is something restful in such constancy. Some things do not change. Some things only continue. They are like quiet relatives in distant houses, going about their evening as always. You do not need to call them. You do not need to write. They are simply there. The black holes are simply there. Quiet kin have learned so much about mass, about spin, about time, about the soft, strange physics of the deep dark. And we have learned that learning is its own gentle gift, a way of caring for the universe, a way of caring for ourselves. Breathe in. Tomorrow, perhaps, you will remember a phrase or two. Perhaps not. It does not matter. What matters is the feeling you carry now, the soft awareness of how wide the world is, the soft awareness of how kindly it holds you, the soft awareness of how it is all right to rest. Your breathing is slower now. Your eyes are heavy. Your thoughts are growing soft at the edges, like clouds drifting apart at dusk, like ink fading on an old letter, like the last light of a long summer evening. Let your eyes grow heavy. There is nothing more to do tonight. There is nothing more to learn. There is nothing more to think. The black holes are resting. The stars are resting. The galaxies are resting. The whole long universe is breathing slowly with you. In and out, in and out. Somewhere, a black hole is turning quietly in the dark. Somewhere, two galaxies are drawing closer over the slow ages. Somewhere, a beam of starlight that left a sun 1,000,000 years ago is just now reaching a small telescope on a small planet. The universe goes on. Settle in. You do not need to be anywhere. You do not need to do anything. The universe is taking care of itself. It has been taking care of itself for a very, very long time. It does not need your help tonight. It only needs you to rest. So rest, rest now. Imagine sinking, not falling, just sinking, into the warm, soft pillow, into the warm, soft mattress, into the warm, soft blanket of the night. The room is dark, the room is safe, the room is quiet. Breathe slowly. Imagine that all the worries of the day are small, distant stars, far above you, drifting away, slowly, slowly. They are not gone. They are just very, very far, like quiet galaxies on the other side of the cosmos. They cannot reach you here. They cannot touch you here. You are safe. You are warm. You are loved. Night deepens. The stars turn slowly. The black holes rest quietly in their patches of dark. Everything is where it should be. Let your thoughts slow. Let them grow soft. Let them grow few. Let them become like the last few snowflakes of a quiet snow, drifting, settling, stopping. There is no need to think any more tonight. There is no need to learn. There is no need to remember. The universe will keep its facts. The universe will keep its wonders. They will all be here waiting when you wake. Good night. Good night, good night. Drift, drift now. The dark is gentle. The night is long. The stars are turning quietly above your sleeping roof. The black holes are resting in their patient places. Nothing is wrong. Nothing needs you. Breathe in very softly. Breathe out very softly. Let everything go. Let everything go. Let everything go. Sleep, dear listener. Sleep deeply. Sleep well. The universe is here. It will be here in the morning. It will be here for a very long time. And you tonight are safe. Inside it, held by it. Drifting, drifting, drifting off.